Hey guys, long time no see. I am just hopping on YouTube today to do a long, lengthy current favorites video. I did one of these back in the fall, and believe it or not, we're almost to spring. This has felt like the longest winter of all time, and I just am so ready for it to be over, but I want to update you guys on the products I've been loving the past few months. I did a poll on Instagram asking if you guys would rather current favorites or current makeup routine, and this won by a landslide, so here we are, and we are just gonna dive right in. So let's start off with hair care. I have a few products I wanted to touch on really quickly. First is the shampoo. I'm about to purchase my third bottle, so it's definitely worth a mention. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Mega Strength. If you are someone who has scalp issues, you need to check this out. I don't think this is a newer product, it's just newer to me and I've fallen in love. It says dandruff relief shampoo with charcoal, AHA, BHA. It's for anti-dandruff, psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis. And yeah, I love this. It has tea tree oil in there as well, which is an ingredient I've always done well with for my scalp. So yeah, I love this. It doesn't make my hair feel weird, and I feel like the charcoal in here really helps with product buildup as well. So I don't know if this would be good for people who don't have scalp issues, but I absolutely love this. Next up is the Jisoo hair mask. This is their new one. So I have been obsessed with their original hair mask for years. Basically since it came out. I want to say I've been using it for at least 6 years, maybe more. But I've always loved it. I've always gone back to it. So when I saw that they were getting rid of the original and replacing it with this, I had to try it immediately. So not only is the packaging absolutely adorable, it's like a little honey pot, but the formula is even better than the original. It's actually thicker, but for some reason it doesn't weigh hair down, and you don't have to use a lot of product. And as soon as you put it in, it just instantly melts in, makes your hair feel like silky butter, and it detangles my hair. I use it as, a conditioner, and I've never found that it was too heavy. I only wash my hair once or twice a week, so keep that in mind. But this is the best hair mask, and the smell of it is divine. If this smell didn't exist, I would want Letta to make this in a fragrance because it smells so freaking good. So if you're looking for a hair mask, look no further. This is the best one. It's the best one. I've tried so many, I always go back to the Jisoo. Something about that honey just does some for me, honey. Next up, we have the Olaplex Volumizing Blow Dry Mist. So this is one of the only styling products that I've found that I actually like. I pretty much hate all styling products. I don't like hairspray, I don't like mousse, but this, you cannot feel it in your hair, which is my biggest pet peeve. If I can feel it in my hair and it feels crunchy or stiff or sticky residue, none of that, I won't use it. But this, it makes a difference with my styling. It helps with the longevity of my style. It makes my hair very shiny, very bouncy. It gives it more volume. So I use this on dry hair before I do my air up, but you can use it on wet or dry hair. It has heat and humidity protection, and it says volumizer for weightless full body blowouts, touchably soft, shiny, visibly healthy hair. All of those things. It doesn't make my hair feel dried out either, so I'm in love with this. And I've tried a lot of blowout sprays. This is the only one that doesn't piss me off. Then next is a hair styling tool that is not new, and I've actually done videos on these hot rollers in the past on YouTube, and I did a little updated Instagram, TikTok thing where I show how I put them in. But I love these for third, second, fourth, whatever day hair, when I want to restyle my hair, but I don't want to put in any energy. I can put these in my hair in less than 2 minutes, leave them in for 30 minutes, and then take them out, and then my hair is just bouncy, beautiful perfection. I honestly had these kept away for storage for at least the last 5 years, and I just pulled them out one day and I was like, wait, these are good. These are really good. So yeah, they only come with 8, but I do find that is enough for my hair, and I do have long, thick hair. But if you want really tight, curls, it's not going to be for you. But if you want just your ends to be really bouncy, these are perfection. Next up, I want to talk about a nail glue, because I've become a press-on nail girl over a year ago now, and I will never, ever, ever be going back. sorry to all my nail techs out there, like, don't miss you. After becoming a mom, like even before I was a mom, I hated going to the nail salon. And now that I can do my press-ons in the comfort of my own home and it takes me less than 10 minutes, like I will never be going back. My feet look disgusting because I haven't been getting pedicures, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So I've been trying a lot of press-ons. These are static nails, by the way. I'm obsessed with them. Another brand that I like, I just have the package right here, is this brand called Celebritips. I just tried them out for the first time last month and I really like these as well. But one of the most important things is glue, and this is the best glue I've found. I've tried like 5 different ones and this is the best. This is from Amazon. It's called the Nail Bond N1K Professional Water Resistant Ultra Strong Glue. This glue holds so well, and I love that it's in a brush-on applicator. I cannot do the little pens. I get glue all over my life and I just hate myself. So this is so easy. And with this, actually, I just do a thin layer on my natural nail and then put the press on, and that is enough. With other glues, I was putting a little bit on both, and I feel like I don't even need that. This glue is just the best glue ever. So if you're a press-on girl, give this a try. It is totally worth it. Next, moving on, of course, I have to mention some Latte goodies because I am who I am and I am Latte fragrance. So I have to mention our 22 Hours body cream. I know a lot of you guys don't even know that we have this product because we haven't like really marketed it that much, but divine. I really don't even reach for the 22 Hours fragrance itself that much anymore because I just love it in a body cream. Like, this was made to be a body cream. It is so good, and the consistency of this is the perfect texture. It's whipped and it's never greasy, but it's very hydrating, and it just like instantly sinks in, and I'm just, oh, the experience. It's such an experience. I love it so much. So if you're a fan of the 22 Hours, definitely check this out. I do have a code. I'm going to share my code exclusively with you guys on here. You can use it whenever. It's STEPH. Just use it at checkout. I also have to mention our 22 Hours body cream because it's equally as good. And I feel like this scent just is perfect for the body. So if you haven't tried either of these from Latte, you need to. And like I said, you can use my code if you want, or don't. Pay full price if you want. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. Now let's get into the makeup. I have so much makeup. So let's start off with mascara, because if you didn't see all of my mascara videos, I did a whole series on tubing mascaras. I have switched exclusively to tubing formulas because I keep having allergic reactions to traditional formulas, and I've never had a bad reaction to a tubing mascara. So I switched and I did a full series, like 2 weeks worth of trying all the ones out there. And so these ended up being the 2 winners, the Merit Clean Lash, which I've actually talked about here on YouTube years ago, and then the brand new Grande Cosmetics Grande Wrap Tubing Mascara. Very, very different applicators. The formula of these both are very thin and buildable, which I like. I'll show you the brushes really quick. But yeah, very, very different. The Merit is the traditional, like very basic, and then the Grande is like the spiky kind. But these are both amazing. If you're looking for more volume, I would say go with the Merit. I think that type of brush just lends itself to more of like a fluffy volume, but you cannot be the definition of the Grande Wrap. I think these are amazing, and if you want to layer them, that's the ultimate combo. So if you're looking for new mascaras, these are so good, and I love how they remove. If you've never used tubing mascara, you just get it wet with water and like press, and then it slides right off. It's magical. So then let's talk about an eyeshadow palette, because I talked about an eyeshadow palette in the last favorites video that I did, and like it's been unavailable ever since. So I switched to this one. It's the Lawless Dreamy Dozen Volume 2 palette, and it has just such beautiful colors. Like if you're a neutral girl, which I feel like everyone is, the formula of these is absolutely beautiful. It has pretty much every color that I need, and these are talc free, by the way. So if you are sensitive to talc, check that out. But I love this palette. I'm just a big fan of Lawless overall, which you'll see throughout this video because they keep popping up. So love this for an eyeshadow palette. So next I'm going to talk about brow gel, and I'm very annoyed that nobody told me this product existed because I love it and it's so genius and nobody told me. So it's the Thrive Instant Brow Fix Semi-Permanent Eyebrow Gel. And so yes, it's an eyebrow gel, but it also tints your brows over time. So I'm a person who tints their eyebrows. I've been doing the Just for Men brow tint for like 8 years. I did a video on it 8 years ago, and I think I did another one like 5 years ago. I still do it. The problem with doing the brow tints is it doesn't really last. Like the more you wash your face and use like skincare, the more it fades. Okay, enter this product. This is gonna extend the life of your brow tint. Or if you are just like afraid to do a brow tint, maybe start with this. But yeah, it tints your eyebrows over time. And I feel like it's so genius, and I don't hear anyone talking about that. The brush is just like a little, you know, tapered mascara spoolie, if you will. It doesn't have like the most strongest hold of all time, but I love it. I use the shade Serena. Is that right? Serena. Okay, girl. I use Serena, and I love this. I prefer a tinted brow gel personally. I know some people are into clear brow gel. I'm not really into clear brow gel, but if you were into a tinted brow gel, this is the best because it tints your brows. Like, who doesn't want that? Like, a tinted brow, it just like frames the face. It makes you look prettier when you don't have makeup on. So this product, obsessed. Like, who doesn't love a multitasking product? You're holding my brows in place and you're tinting them over time. It's like if you could brush your hair and do your roots at the same time. Somebody invent that. Somebody invent that, please. Okay, next, moving on, let's talk about some foundation. So I'll talk about the one that I have on my face now. I did a first impressions. I posted that as a YouTube short on here recently. This is the new Lawless Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Foundation. Obsessed. Obsessed, obsessed. This is the shade 7L, which I have on today. I also have the shade 11M, which I can make work for me, but it's just like a little bit too dark for my pale ass wintry skin. This foundation is just phenomenal. It like blurs your skin. It lasts all day. It feels weightless. It doesn't get oily throughout the day. And I don't know, it's just like the perfect formula. I don't understand. Coverage is medium. They say it's full. I would say it's more medium full than full because I don't really like completely full coverage. That's just like too much for me. I like to see a little bit of skin peeking through. So I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. The only thing that would make it a 10 out of 10 would be is if they had specifically olive shades throughout the range. I think they have olive in there somewhere. This is not marketed as olive. I believe they market 7L as neutral golden, and it does work very well for me, but it's not 100% my shade match. So I can't give it, you know, all of the roses, but I'm giving her 9 out of 10 roses because this formula is just, I don't know, it's so different. I don't have anything like this, and I feel like Lawless is very innovative. Then the other foundation I have to mention before I like fell in love with the Lawless that I've been using all the time, that I still love, and the shade match is 100% spot on for me, is this one from Chanel, which I know, very bougie, but if you're looking to spend a little extra, beautiful. It's the Le Beige's Healthy Glow Foundation, and this is not a new product, but for some reason when I heard about it, like Healthy Glow, like I was thinking Greasy Glow because that's how it goes sometimes, but no. I don't know, there's like some sort of formula in here that does not make my skin oily, even though there is like some sort of oil in the formula, I believe. I want to say it's like meadow foam or something like that. But I love this. It makes your skin look so glowy and perfect and radiant. And it definitely has much less coverage. It's more of like a light medium. If I had to compare this to another foundation on the market, it would be Armani Luminous Silk, but this is better. Something about it, it just wears better on my skin. But in terms of texture and finish, this is very similar, but I think it's cheaper actually, which is surprising considering this is Chanel. I think it's a few dollars cheaper. And by the way, my shade for this is BO53. Next, let's talk about a powder. This is a new powder from the brand Kosas. It's their Cloud Set Translucent Candy Rose Transparent Loose Setting Powder. So I love this. If you are missing the original Givenchy rose powder, check this out because it has a little bit of that radiance to it, but it's not like oily, and it controls my oil throughout the day because I am combination skin, remember that. And this does make your skin look glowy, but not overly so, but it doesn't make it oily. And I love the candy pink color. So it looks very pink like in the container, but it is a translucent pink, and I love this. It's so pretty. I don't use this on the perimeter of my face because it does have a little bit of that pinkness, and that will just clash with, you know, my bronzer and all that. But for under the eyes and the center of the face, like the T-zone, this is beautiful. For the rest of my face, I really like the Makeup by Mario Neutral Peach. So this is kind of like my combo that I do. So now let's talk about blush. So this is the new Patrick Ta. It's not a new formula, but it's a new shade from him. It's called She Goes to the Gym. I have not been going to the gym, but I will be wearing this blush for the foreseeable future. Ever since I got it, it's pretty much like the only blush I've been wearing. I love the cream and the powder side. Today I have both on, and I just feel like it's the perfect mauve-y color. And it doesn't really look like that exciting of a color in the pan, but I don't have anything like this. And I love it. It's not too cool tone pink, but it's not too warm. And I feel like it goes with like every makeup look, and it's just so flattering on my skin tone because I love mauve-y shades. Like this, I can use as a lipstick as well because that's like the color of lip that I, you know, strive for in life. So I don't know, I just am obsessed with this, and the formulation is beautiful. Chef's kiss. I love Patrick Ta. Now real quick, I gotta talk about bronzers. I have two. I have a cream and I have a powder. So the powder one is this one from Armani. I don't know if I talked about this on YouTube, but I've been grabbing for this a lot lately. It's the Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder. You get a ton of product. I use the shade 110. It's such a beautiful bronzer. It has the perfect tones to it. It has a little bit of like golden radiance shimmer, but not like in a glittery way. I also love to use this on my eyes as eyeshadow all over the lid. It's just such a beautiful color, and it's not like too orangey or anything. So I love this. If you're looking for a glowy bronzer, this is my favorite. And then this product is the Tenille J Bronzour. So this is a bronzer slash contour. It's a cream product, but it's like a cream to powder. The shade of this, which I have, is called Latte, which is an olivey undertone, and I love it. I really struggle to find cream bronzers or contours, whatever you want to call it, and an olive undertone, and this one is so nice. They also have a deeper one called Macchiato if you are deeper, and I did pick up that one as well, which I'll use in the summer. But I love this formula because you don't even have to set it. Like I am so anti like tacky dewy finishes, and this is not that. It just has like a beautiful blendable formula. It just blends like butter. Like you just pick it up with a brush and put it on your face, and it just like does the work for you. It's phenomenal. It lasts all day, and I just love it. Next, let's talk about lip liners. These are my two favorites recently, and they're both twist ups, which means they don't require a pencil sharpener. And if you're not new here, you know that I hate sharpening a pencil. So whenever I find a formula that I like that doesn't require me to whip out the pencil sharpener, I'm all for it. So first is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme in the shade Espresso Shot. This is what I have on my lips today. This is a plumping formula, so it will give you a little tingle. But something about this shade is the perfect brown. So it's not like a reddy brown. It almost has like a purpley undertone to it, and I don't know, it's just so flattering on my skin tone and my lip shade. It does blend out really nicely. It's creamy enough to blend out, but then once it does blend out, it sets down pretty nicely. It's not like extreme long wear, but long enough wear for me. And the plumping factor is not gonna make your lips bigger, but it's gonna help with like, you know, those like little like fine lines we get, like lip lines we get as we get older. I'm saying we, but I'm mainly talking about myself. So yeah, I love this, and I love the color. I think the color is like one of the things I love most about this. So yeah, like I said, I have it on today. And then I have a drugstore option for you. This is from the brand Hard Candy, which I totally forgot even existed. I used to be obsessed with Hard Candy, like their little eyeshadow duos, and then they had this really pale lipstick. I think it was called Fire Alarm. Yeah, that just like really brought me back. But anyways, they have these new lip liners, and these are long wear. So this is the shade First Move. The other side does have a brush, which you can use to blend out, but honestly, I just use my finger. But yeah, that's the shade right here. And this does not move. Once it sets down, it is not going anywhere. anywhere. So if you're looking for a very long wear drugstore liner, this is really good. It reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Lifter liner, but this one doesn't require a pencil sharpener, so that's what sold me. So I love this shade too. I need to get more shades if they have more shades, but this is called First Move. And another drugstore lip product I have been loving is this new L'Oreal Plump Ambition lip oil. I have a few colors of this, but this is the one I reach for the most. The other one I think is in my car, but this is the shade Milky New. It's very like sheer milky pink. I'll put it on. But these are definitely a dupe for the Dior lip plumpers. Not the lip oil, the lip plumper. It has like kind of that like vanilla sweet minty. It does burn a little bit if you get it on your tongue or like in the back of your throat. You might be like coughing a little bit, but formula is so good. And I think this is like the closest dupe formula wise, not like the taste or anything. But formula wise, this is very close to the Lawless Forget the Filler because it helps like plump out those fine lines you have in your lips. So that brings me to the Lawless Forget the Filler itself. They have a new shade of this, which is called Velvet Daisy. I'm not going to put it on, but the shade of this is literally me in a tube. I love this. It reminds me so much of Strawberry Parfait from Bonnie Bell that I used to be obsessed with. It's just like that strawberry milky baby pink, and I just love it so much. And it goes perfectly with these lip liners. So yeah, this is like the top tier in terms of lip glosses. This is the best one out there, best lip plumper, all of that. But if you want like a little bit of a thinner formula and obviously a cheaper formula, this is like the closest thing I have found. But they are more like a closer dupe to the Dior in terms of the consistency and like the taste and smell. Then I have the Lawless Forget the Filler lip balms, and I think I've talked about these before, but I've fallen back in love with them. And so this is what I had on my lips before I put on the gloss, and it's the Forget the Filler balm in the shade Cupid. And these just have like a sheer like tint of color, but I love them. It's like a lipstick, but not so lipsticky. Like if you don't like the feeling of a lipstick, definitely try these. But I love this shade. It's called Cupid. And this time of year, I really gravitate towards like, you know, these like baby cool tone pinks. And yeah, beautiful. Oh, and then I have one last thing that I forgot to mention. I'm only 1 month into using this, but I've been really impressed with my results so far. I'll put the before and after on the screen here. This is prostaglandin free. It has no hormones in there. It's not going to darken your lash line or the skin around your eyes or your eye color, nothing like that. But I love this so far. I think it's really been working. And yeah, you can get it on Amazon. Lash Therapy, Australia, eyelash serum. So I have nothing negative to say about this, only good things so far, and it's only been a month of use. So I'm really excited to see, you know, what another month of use brings. And I don't know what's happening. I feel like now that I put on that lip plumper, like my mouth is like doing something weird, like, and I feel like I'm like foaming at the mouth. Normally I don't like put that on and then talk a mile a minute. So just be a little wary if you're gonna like give a speech, because why do I feel like I'm drooling? I need a drink of water. I need a drink of water, and we need to end the video. All right, so I think that's pretty much everything. I'm gonna just look through here and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. No, I'm not. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get back on here in the next like week or two to like do a video of me like putting the stuff on my face. I just have to like schedule better. I know I suck at YouTube life. Like I know, I'm not even making excuses for it. But I'm trying. I am trying. You probably give me, I was gonna say A for effort, but I feel like I would get like a D-. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient with me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon.